killing off bankers. Man think that pollution's banters. They're in the club popping off champers. Man don't know that 10,000 premature deaths in London's tampered. I'm telling man the air is toxic. Acid rain on the window of the cockpit. Emissions going through the roof, but no one in Parliament stops it. Them money for the diesel's toxic.
Well, using his music to highlight how he thinks politicians are out of touch, DrillMinister claims he's the best person to help young people, ethnic minorities, the poor, the disenfranchised, the forgotten engage in politics. And he joins me now. Really good to have you here. Now, as I said, you have been quite critical of politicians, but also really of the political climate in the UK. So why now do you want to enter into all of this?
It's my social media, really. Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook. People are just getting at me and they're like, Drilly, we need a voice. A lot of these people don't ever see themselves as having a voice. There's a lot of sex workers that message me because they tell me their stories and what they're going through and how they're struggling with universal credit and things like that. There's a lot of people that are on depression and tablets that are at home that are not receiving payments and they've got like ligaments missing and they're disabled and they need help and my music gets through them through a lot of stuff. So these people get at me, I feel responsible for them and I feel responsible for their futures. I don't just want to affect them with music, I want to affect them with real change. Maybe something people from my background are a bit scared to do so. Okay,
well, I'm going to talk to you about your policies, indeed what you want to focus on if you did become Mayor of London, but I need to talk about also your balaclava. For people who don't know you, why do you wear it?
It's my artistic right. I've been doing it for a long time. There's a lot of facial recognition that plays a part in you not telling your truth a lot of the time. It's something the police have used to squash a lot of people. But my message is more of a political nature and it puts people around me in danger because I say a lot of stuff that the government don't want to address or the people in power or the authorities don't want to address. So,
but don't voters need to know who you are so you could face the right scrutiny so that we know that you are authentic and everything that you say?
Not to pass judgment on other people. I'm not texting 16-year-old little boys. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Indeed, but if we know who you are.
But this is the whole point of what I'm trying to say. My people know when they listen to my people, not just people that know me personally, but the people that come to my shows, the people that engage with me, they know I'm a real voice of the streets. I'm a real person that engages with if you engage with me, you will know me. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
But does it give you an unfair advantage to the other candidates who will face tough scrutiny, really, looking at their backgrounds, looking at who they are, indeed, if what they are saying is true?
Well, as your last report on the last guy in Scotland, his face was exposed. He was going to be the next SNP leader.
Exactly, so because his face was exposed...
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. The pressure of his face being exposed means he was a target. He was saying lies and telling a lot of things that people wanted to hear, but as you can see, the truth is in the pudding. The truth's in what's been investigated, what's been found. They can do a background check on me. All they're going to see is I'm a real G. That's it.
Well, let's take a look at your policies and all the things that you want to focus on if indeed you do become London Mayor. First up, on housing, you want to provide housing for Grenfell survivors.
That's the first thing. Grenfell survivors, 2 years on now. Where are they? Where is the situation with Grenfell? Why is the London Mayor not made that his main priority? We saw people burning alive. Like, we all saw those traumatic events, and that's still scarring me to this day, scarring my little brothers who are under 5, under 7. This is something that people are going to grow up with the rest of their life. These people need to be accounted for first and foremost. Anybody that's a true Londoner knows that's the #1 priority for us. And you can help my cause as well on www.drillyformayor.com. Add to my fund. Add to this campaign, man.
And in terms of knife crime, violent crime in London, this is also a big priority for you as well.
Massive.
How do you plan to tackle that huge issue in London?
I see it as though it's something that is very, very important to a lot of people going on right now, but it's mostly important for people for figures and statistics. I don't see anybody, whether they be a victim of knife crime or the perpetrator, as a statistic or a number. I see them as an individual that whether the person that is perpetuating the crime, do they need some sort of mental help there? Do we need to put a counsellor in? Do we need to work with that person, find out what's going on with them? What are their mental issues? What's making them so angry? What's causing the violence? And then on top of that, when it comes to the person that's the victim, do we also, with the victim, have any support system there? So I want to come in on both ends and make the community and the authorities, the relationship, a lot better.
You yourself have been stabbed and kidnapped. Do you think this puts you in a better position to tackle this?
I always try to be honest about this. I'm the realest Londoner in this. It doesn't matter if my face is covered or not. I'm the realest Londoner. I've lived this London life. that these candidates are not talking about. They're talking of things that they haven't experienced. That, you know what I'm trying to say? Whether the worst of London, I've seen it. I've seen London at its best, and I've seen London at its worst. And I think that gives me a fair understanding of what they want in Knightsbridge and what they want in Peckham. You see what I'm trying to say?
Yes, I do understand what you're saying. Drill Minister, really, really good talking to you. Thanks so much
Thank you, man.
News tonight.